you.
I only wish I could do more. Here. And keep your chin up. Someday there'll be happiness again in Nottingham. You'll see.
Oh, Robin Hood.
Remember when animated heroes used to feel that heroic? Yeah, me too. Somewhere between endless sequels and TikTok edits, Hollywood forgot how to write real men. It's like a weird thing happened somewhere between the late 2000s and now, because somehow animated men got, well, boring. Some even really, really boring. But back in the day, oh man, being a man meant being true, not perfect, true. You just had to show up, protect people, do what's right even when it's hard.
You don't have to be a hero. You just have to be there. He doesn't need to know you're perfect.
That's it. Simple, powerful, real. And funny enough, some of the best examples of that didn't even come from real men. They came from an ape man, a half-wolf sled dog, and a fox. Yeah, you heard me right. 3 animated dudes who didn't just act brave, they lived it. They taught generations of kids that strength isn't about being the loudest or toughest, it's about the heart. So, how do you write the men we actually need? You know, the kind of men who don't just save the day, but make you believe in better ones. To my boys, empathy is one of your greatest strengths. Let's start with the wild one who grew up in the jungle and somehow turned out more civilized than most people on the internet. Yes, Tarzan. Tarzan is one of those characters everyone thinks they know. A shirtless dude swinging from vines talking to monkeys. But Disney's version wasn't just about survival in the jungle. Let's start from the beginning. Baby Tarzan loses his parents. Classic Disney tragedy, you might think. Apparently, no child in their universe is allowed to have both. But okay. He's found by Kala, a gorilla mom who's just lost her own baby. Right there, before he even says a word, Tarzan learns love through loss. Kala raises him, protects him, teaches him kindness, and in return, he protects her. They portray a mother-son relationship so well. He isn't one of those mama's boys who needs to man up. They do it in a healthy way that hits just right. In my opinion, Kala is the best Disney mom ever, and you can't change my mind on that. I feel like there's a lack of good maternal roles in movies nowadays, but that's another subject. But that's his foundation. Loyalty, not dominance, not ego, just love. But then comes the conflict. Tarzan grows up different. He's not like the other gorillas. He doesn't fit in.
If the jungle wants him, then...
I want him.
Kala, I cannot let you put our family in danger.
Does he look dangerous to you?
And man, if that's not the universal male experience, growing up trying to prove you're enough. Enough to belong, enough to be respected, enough to matter. So Tarzan does what most of us guys do when they feel insecure. He overcompensates. He fights, he flexes, he tries to outdo the apes who mock him. And remember that moment? When he finally beats the alpha gorilla Kerchak? You can see it in his eyes. It doesn't make him happy. You know why? Because being better doesn't fill that hole. But then comes Jane.
Stay back. Don't come in. Don't come any closer. Please, don't.
Jane shows up all British and curious, and Tarzan, bless him, has zero game. The dude can wrestle a leopard but can't handle a handshake. But what makes that moment gold is how pure it is. He doesn't see Jane as someone to conquer. He's fascinated by her. He listens. He learns. He literally teaches himself human speech just to talk to her. He becomes better not because someone told him to be a man, but because he found someone who made him want to grow. And let's be real, he's one of the few male heroes who didn't need a weapon or some armor. He just uses what he's got. His instincts, his courage, and that wild heart that refuses to let anyone he loves get hurt. When Clayton, the hunter villain, threatens his family, Tarzan doesn't just fight him. He outsmarts him. He uses the jungle itself, the environment he grew up in, to win. But the best part? He doesn't enjoy it. There's no victory dance, no hero speech, just silence. He wins, but it costs him something. That's what real heroism looks like, doing what has to be done, even when it hurts. And you know what? He was raised by gorillas and still managed to have better manners than most guys at a bar. He proves that you can be fierce without being cruel, protective without being possessive, and strong without needing to shout about it. That's the kind of man we actually need. We actually need to be. Where Tarzan is the heart, Balto is the soul. Balto isn't this loud movie. It doesn't flash, it doesn't flex. It just quietly tells one of the most human stories ever written about a half-wolf who wasn't supposed to matter. From the start, Balto doesn't fit in. He's too wild for the town dogs, too tame for the wolves. He's literally stuck in between, rejected by both worlds. And yet, when a deadly storm hits Alaska and a group of kids fall sick, it's Balto, the outcast, who risks his life to bring the medicine they need. No recognition, no glory, just grit. His masculinity is quiet but in such powerful form. He doesn't need validation to do the right thing. He doesn't need applause. He just runs through snow, through danger, through his own self-doubt. That's what separates him from the rest. Every alpha dog in that story was barking about how brave they were. He just went out and proved it. He leads the sled team through whiteouts, crosses cliffs, faces wolves, and keeps going even when he's bleeding. Not because anyone's watching, not because he wants to be remembered, because someone needs him. That one wolf scene? It's one of the most beautiful animated scenes ever. And when the town finally gets the medicine and the kids are saved, nobody even thanks him. They celebrate another dog by mistake. But Balto? He doesn't care. He walks away quietly, tail low, but eyes full of peace. That's real heroism. When you do the right thing even when no one's clapping for you. It's not showy, it's not loud, it's steady. Balto is the kind of man who shows strength not through dominance, but through devotion. The kind who doesn't talk about saving the world. He just gets up and saves it. That's a real man we need. In a society where people are pressured to be more like steel, be a Balto. In honor of Robin Hood, this movie has what all modern Disney lacks. There's a reason I know so many women, including my own mother, who say he was their first crush as a kid.
Marion, my darling, I love you more than life itself. Young love.
Robin Hood is the fox who managed to steal gold and our hearts, and somehow made being a criminal look noble. This fox wasn't just some swashbuckler in tights. He was a hero who knew how to fight the system without losing his humor or his humanity.
Rob? That's a naughty word. We never rob. We just sort of borrow a bit from those who can afford it.
See, the thing about Robin Hood is that he's not written like a macho man. He's clever, yes, confident too, but never arrogant. He doesn't use strength to dominate. He uses wit to liberate. That's rare now. Most modern heroes punch first, monologue later. Robin makes you laugh first, then quietly inspires you. From the opening scene, he's this blend of mischief and purpose. He jokes while robbing the rich, laughs in the face of danger, and somehow makes rebellion feel like a good-natured prank. But under that charm is conviction, a deep belief that injustice isn't something you just tolerate. He doesn't hate the rich because they're rich. He hates cruelty, greed, and people who use power to step on others. That's what drives him. And maybe that's the secret sauce to writing a real man. He has a purpose bigger than himself. I just love that he doesn't have some huge revelation at the end. He's already been through that, and that's the whole reason he is Robin Hood. It's the reason he continues to be who he is, long past the point where it would have been easy to give up and just accept the status quo. It's a great thing to see a protagonist overcome adversity to reach their greatest potential. However, it's a very rare thing to see a protagonist stay there and not falter.
My birthday!
Oh, you have made his birthday a wonderful one. How can I ever thank you?
I only wish I could do more.
That scene next, where he gives the mother the pouch of money and tells her to keep her hopes up, genuinely tears me up every time I watch it. The man, or fox, knows exactly what he stands for. And let's not forget, he doesn't fight for recognition. He fights for his people. He gives what he earns away. He could easily take the gold, live in comfort, and disappear, but he doesn't. Because a real hero doesn't take advantage of the system. He challenges it. You could call him an outlaw, sure, but honestly, he's one of the most grounded men Disney ever wrote. In a way, Robin Hood represents a kind of manhood that's gone missing, one that's bold and brave, but also gentle and kind. He wasn't written to prove he's a man. He was written to be one. He's a man worth writing. So what do Tarzan, Robin Hood, and Balto all have in common? It's not just courage. It's not charm. It's not even heroism. It's sincerity. Every one of them could have made it all about themselves. Tarzan could have ruled the jungle. Balto could have demanded the spotlight. Robin could have taken the gold. But they didn't. And that right there, that's the secret ingredient modern writers keep forgetting. Real strength doesn't shout. It doesn't pose. It doesn't need a theme song with 20 trumpets to prove it's heroic. It just listens like Tarzan. It sacrifices like Balto. It serves like Robin. So if you want to write men we actually need, and honestly, stop trying to build perfect heroes, start writing real ones. Real men aren't flawless. They mess up. They doubt. They fail. But what makes them unforgettable is that they try anyway. They get back up, they learn, they keep caring even when it costs them something. A man we love watching on screen isn't one who wins every fight. It's the one who fights for the right reason. It's the guy who stands in the storm, not because he's fearless, but because someone behind him needs shelter. Men who protect because they care, not because they want to control. Men who can laugh at themselves, who can cry without shame, who can be strong without needing an audience to clap for it. Those characters remind us that goodness doesn't need to be loud to be powerful. The men we actually need aren't necessarily superhuman. They're just human. And that's sometimes more than enough. So yeah, if you strip away the animation, the talking animals, the jungle vines, and the fairy tale soundtracks, you realize these stories were actually about real men. Men who just lived with integrity. And maybe that's exactly what we've lost in modern storytelling. We've gotten so obsessed with showing strength that we forgot what strength is for. See, it's not just about being brave. It's about being brave for something. So if you ever find yourself saying, "We need more men like him," remember, nothing's stopping you from becoming one.